joining me today for Pilates on the mat. All we need for our class today is some space. Maybe you have some space in your living room, your kitchen, maybe you have a great patio. But just finding some space where you can place a mat. If you don't have a mat, you could be on carpet. Even a towel would work really well. And I am going to ask you to find a prop of some sort. So I have a squishy ball. You could also use a pillow, even a box of Kleenex. We're just going to use it today to line up our body as we move through our practice. So Pilates is core-based. All the energy, all of our movements come from our core, which Joseph Pilates called the powerhouse. And it's challenging and it's fun. And yeah, we're going to feel amazing when we're done. So thank you for being with me. My name is Leslie. Let's get started. So find your space, and we're just going to start off with a big stretch. Fingers and toes, just letting everything go. If you've been working at home, maybe sitting on uncomfortable chairs, we're just going to stretch out the body. And then pull those knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. You can even rock side to side. So we're going to just stretch out, warm up the sacrum, rolling from side to side on those hips. And then yeah, let's give ourselves another big stretch. So all the way out, fingers and toes as wide as you can go. And take a big breath in. And then exhale, pretend you're fogging the mirror and just let it go. And you should feel like you're melting into the mat. And inhale in, and exhale, let it go. And then pull those knees back into your chest, nice and tight. And then drop your feet down and let those knees drop over to the right side. Oh, nice and gentle. We are just warming up the body. If you haven't been moving a lot, then we have to be really patient. So breathing, keeping that opposite shoulder on the floor. And then come back through center and then over to the other side. Nice and light. Oh, I know you might feel some cracks, but be gentle with the body. Nice and light. And then come back through center. Oh, let's go back to that big stretch. Everything nice and long. And then on the exhale, we're going to take our belly button and flatten it down into the mat. And when I do that, if I have this overextended arch where my hand can slide under, I'm going to try to get that back nice and firm on the mat, and that's going to engage my core muscles. I'm going to bring my fingers up to the sky, and I'm not reaching them. Set those shoulder blades down. Take a look at the ceiling and make some little baby circles. So the only thing that's moving here are your arms. The rest of your body is nice and tight. My legs are squeezing into the center. Yeah, and then take those circles in the other direction. Let the breath go. Yeah, if you haven't been breathing a lot, breathing deeply, this is a great opportunity. Nice and big breaths. And big exhales. And then hold those hands nice and long. Take a breath. We're going to tuck our chin into our chest and take a look at our toes. So when I do that, I'm going to tuck my chin all the way in, so I'm not looking up to the ceiling. Our head is very heavy, so we want to tuck it down. Fingers are nice, reaching out. And I'm going to roll down and bring those hands up to the sky. Make some circles. Find the breath. And then circling in the other direction. And then reach those hands up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, tuck your chin in your chest. Take a look at those toes. Bring your hands by your side nice and wide. And gently push your spine up to a nice flat spine. Then we're going to bring our hands overhead. So I'm trying to get my back as flat as possible, like when I was on the mat. So if I'm scooping this pelvis, I could have a slight bend in my knees if hamstrings are really tight, but we're really looking for this beautiful alignment through the chest. And then reach forward. And then tuck your chin and roll it all the way down. You could use your hands here if you like. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, take a look at those toes. Hands by your side, nice and light. Find that tall spine, reach those fingers, and then reach over toward the toes. Round it down. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, look at those toes. Now, if you don't need your hands, you don't have to use them, but legs must push down as that body lifts up. Reach it over and roll it down. We call this a roll-up in Pilates. So inhale at the bottom. Exhale, look at those toes. Hands or no hands, help yourself all the way up. and reach it over. Are you already starting to feel that core? Yeah, it's gonna work today. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, take that look all the way up. Reach it forward. Now here we're gonna round that spine as we slowly make our way back down to the mat. Let's do one more roll up here. Inhale. Exhale, look at those toes. Slowly reach it up. All the way over, and we're gonna come down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those shoulders down. Hands over your head, reaching to the sky. Drop that belly button. Legs should be in tight together. And then take your hands slightly over your head. Take a breath. This is our decompressed spine. You should be working really hard here. We're nice and solid. These arms are reaching, toes are reaching. Yeah, a very active pose. And then bring your hands down by your side. Oh, let's pull those knees back into our chest. You could give yourself a rock. Yeah, maybe even rolling through your ankles, getting out all the cracks, opening those toes nice and wide. Yeah, where are your tight areas? We're gonna work through them today. We're gonna feel great. And then knees to the right, hands to the left. And again, we're just warming up the body, so be kind. Nice and light. And then come back through center and over to the other side. Take a breath. What do you need to release today? Stress, tension, tightness? Yeah, we're gonna let it all go. And then come back through center. We're gonna keep those feet firmly on the mat. Knees are bent, and bring your hands down by your side. Palms are down, and reach toward those heels. And take a breath. Exhale, bring your right leg into chair. So you have your knee right over your hip, and we're gonna move through that foot. Maybe little circles, pointing and flexing. And my arms are super active here. Yeah, and then point your toes. And then drop it down, take a breath. Exhale, everything up. Drop those shoulders. You should feel really strong on the mat. And then move through your foot, circling, flexing, pointing, toes. And your gaze is right up to the ceiling. Yeah. Point the toe and drop it down. Take a breath. Exhale, bring those fingers up to the sky, shoulders nice and heavy into the floor, and then reach it forward. So you're reaching right toward your knees, everything long. And then again, we're gonna pick up that right leg and flex your foot. And point the toes, keep the body here, set the foot down. And then inhale, bring that other leg up. And a flex. And a point, drop the foot down, lift your body, just a little higher, and roll it down, down, down. Hands up to the sky, drop the belly button and take those hands slightly over your head. Take a breath. Exhale, chin into your chest, reach toward your knees. Pick up that right leg. And a flex. And a point, keep the body up, and switch. And flex, and point, keep that body up as the leg comes down, lift the body a little higher, and roll it down, down, down. Fingers up to the sky. Slowly take them all the way over. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Curl those chins. Right leg. Left leg is going to come up to meet it. Flatten your hands, and we're going to slap the water here. So this is called a 100. So we're breathing. That chin is into our chest. We're just warming up our bodies. And then bring your right knee in and extend your left leg. And this distance can be up to you. Just make sure it's something you can control. And then bring those legs in, back into the chair. And then switch, bring the left knee in, and that right foot's gonna stretch away. We're gonna just breathe. And then bring it in. And right knee toward the chest. And then just switch them, left knee toward the chest. And switch. And switch. You can always stay in chair too. If you're not ready to switch, of course, that's fine. But keep those hands slapping the water. Let's do one more on each side. And switch. And hold it right there. Bring both legs into chair. Lift that head a little higher. Let's roll it all the way down. The 100. Excellent for getting our core ready. For all of our movement, bring those legs together. Hands up to the sky. Take those hands slightly over your head. Take a breath. Exhale. Look at your toes. Hands or no hands, help yourself all the way up in that roll. Reach it over and roll it down, down, down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale all the way up. As long as you can go here, you can always hamstrings. Inhale, exhale, bring it all the way up. And roll it over, coming down in 4, 3, 2, find that decompressed spine. Hands slightly over the head, drop the belly button. You should feel so strong here. Take a breath. Exhale, we're gonna come back into that chair, but this time we're gonna lift our right leg. So there's the knee over the hip. My fingers are reaching, and then lower it down. Inhale. Exhale, left leg, knee over the hip, and drop it down. So if it is too much to have that opposite leg extended, you can always bend it up where we were just a minute ago. Lift it up, and lower down, and up. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, lift it up. Inhale at the bottom, and lift. And down. Are you warming up? Yeah, these cores, they're gonna work today. Good stuff. Let's do one more, each side. Lift it up, and down, and up, and down. Find that decompressed spine. Drop the belly button, take your breath. Exhale, look at the toes, roll it up. Don't forget, you can always use your hands, and then roll it down. One more time here. Inhale, exhale, tuck that chin all the way up. Reach it all the way over, and then this time we're gonna lift that spine nice and tall. Then we're gonna open our arms. I'm gonna face you so you can see our positioning here. So our toes are even, so we're trying to make sure that one leg isn't a little longer than the other. So toes are long, and my hips are gonna stay even. My spine, we've already talked about that, is gonna be nice and tall. And then extend your arms out to the side. Yeah, and in this position, drop those shoulders. Keep lifting and twist to the right. Now when I lift on the right, I'm keeping my left hip down. Everything's rotating to that side. And then come back through center, drop those shoulders. And then over to the other side, nice big rotation. And then coming up to the side. And then 2 little pulses to the right. So take it for 1, 2, and center to the left. Out, out, up. So you're just going as far as you can without the hips lifting. Thinking of your alignment. Pilates is so alignment based. Every position, every pose has a very specific place for arms and legs. Let's go one more each side. So we're warming up the waist here. This is our twist. Nice, come back to center. Bring those hands back to the front. Keep that spine long. Reach it forward and roll it down. 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 Nice job. Hands by your side. Bend your knees. Feet are flat. Bring that right leg back into chair. This time we're going to extend it all the way up. Flex the foot and drop it down to the floor. Point the toe and bring it back. And flex it down. And point it up. So we're just warming up those hamstrings. You can always have a slight bend on that knee. Come up to the top, hold it here. With this long extended leg, make some little baby circles. So my body, my hips are staying even, my hands are working really hard. Pressing down, total body, so my arms are working also. Lift those toes up and then circle in the other direction. Let the breath go. Point the toe, bring it back into chair and drop it down. Take a breath. Exhale, left leg into chair and extend it all the way up. There's that long extension. Flex the foot and drop it down. Point the toe and bring it up. And drop it down and bring it up. And lower and lift. And lower, nice and light. Let's do one more. At the top, hold it there. Really point to that foot and into those little tiny circles. And they're tiny so we can control them. But our entire leg is working here. And then circle in the other direction. Keep that breath moving, nice and light. And then reach that toe nice and long into chair and drop it down. Nice job. Bring those knees in. Oh, it's your body warming up. It should be. Feet up to the sky. Let's go into a happy baby. Oh, let those knees fall in. Let the breath go. Letting go tension, tightness. Yeah, we're opening up our bodies. And then bring those knees into your chest. Drop your shoulders. Right knee is going to stay in, just like we did on the 100, and extend your left foot away. When that left foot goes out, my right toe is going to try to stay at my left knee, and I'm going to drop my shoulders down. Gaze is right up to the sky. And then pull that foot in, take a breath. Exhale, take the right leg out, keep that left knee in. Finding that pose, that alignment. Nice, bring it in. Right knee stays in, extend the left leg, take a breath. You can stay right here, or we're gonna tuck that chin in, take a look at our belly button, and change our legs out. Out, out, out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep it reaching out. So this is our single leg stretch. Nice and easy, out, out. Looking at the belly button, don't strain the neck. Keep breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull those knees in, lift your head a little higher, and drop it down. Drop those feet down to the mat, take them to the wide edges of your mat. Let's just do some gentle windshield wipers here. Hands can be up to a T, maybe they're over your head. Just whatever feels good. So in Pilates, we have something called the Fab 5. And so single leg stretch is one of our 5 movements as part of that sequence. So our second one, we're going to pull our knees back into our chest. Drop those shoulders down away from your ears and bring your hands to your ankles this time. And then we're going to take our feet out and our hands overhead. Now, if I drop my feet too low, look what happens to my spine. Man, I am so unstable here. So you only want to drop these legs down as low as you can while keeping your lower back on the mat or on the carpet, right? Reach it out. And then you're going to make a big circle with those hands down your side back to your ankles. And then reach it out, inhale. Exhale, bring it in. And take it out. You're not going too low, are you? I want you to really work that core, the powerhouse. Breathe it out. And it's in. Let's do one more here. Tuck everything in, take a breath. You can stay right here, or we're gonna tuck that chin back into our chest. Let's do 6 more. Take it out, inhale. Exhale, bring it in. And stretch it out. So this is our double leg stretch. We went from 1 leg to 2. Head isn't bobbing. Head is staying in a very stable place. Let's do 2 more here. And 1 more. Lift that nose a little higher and drop it down. How are you doing? We're going to bring our hands by our sides, palms down and legs in the chair, and extend your feet all the way up to the sky. If you need that slight bend, of course. Hands pressed down. We're going to drop our feet maybe 2 inches, 3 inches, and then bring it back up to the sky. And then drop them down. Okay, remember the back has to stay flat, and bring it up. You can stay right here, or, there's always another modification, right, or an enhancement. Take your hands, and we're going to bring them behind our head. Open those elbows nice and wide. You can stay right here, or take a breath. Exhale, chin into your chest, and drop those feet down, and bring them up. So this is our double straight legs. We have 2 legs reaching out in a stretched out position. Nice and light. Let it go. Are you breathing? Don't hold your breath. And then hold those feet up nice and tall. Bring your right knee into your chest, let that left leg come across. Left elbow to your knee. This is called crisscross. Let's change out. Out, out, out. Hips are grounded on the mat. All the rotation is through our waist. So think of the twist that we did earlier. Rotate, rotate. Elbows nice and wide. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish it up. Come back to center. Lift that head and drop everything down. How was it? Extend those feet out nice and long. Ankles, knees, and thighs are going to squeeze to the center. Drop that belly button down. Fingers up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, tuck your chin. We're going to roll it up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round it down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it up. Light. Lift. Up. And over. Round it. Are you really articulating that spine? And bring it up, nice and light. All the way over, round, round, round. Let's do one more here. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, nice and light. You can always use your hands. And come on down, down, down. Find that deep in the spine. This should be really challenging. That core is working. Drop those hands, bend your knees. And we're going to find our prop now. So I have a squishy ball. I also have a block here that I could use. I could use a blanket. So just whatever you have nearby. A pillow. Box of Kleenex. A book, if it's light enough, right? Feet are flat, knees are bent. We're going to take our prop and bring it right between our knees. And we're going to squeeze into that midline. Bring your hands down by your side. Walk those fingers to your heels. So we've already been here. We're really stretching out that upper body. Take a breath. Exhale, we're going to push our hands into the floor. We're going to start at our pelvis and roll up the spine. So you're finding this really beautiful diagonal. So from knees to hips to shoulders. If I drop the hips, I've ruined my diagonal. So we really want to come up. We're squeezing into the props. You should have inside thighs working. We're working our glutes, and our hands are firmly into the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, starting at the top of the spine. Roll it down, down, not yet. Now you're down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, start at that pelvis, curl it up. So think of vertebrae by vertebrae peeling up. We're not just lifting. Take a breath. Exhale, roll it all the way down. At the bottom, squeeze into your prop and extend that right leg out. You'll notice your knees are even. That's our nice alignment in this position. And bring that foot down, take a breath. Exhale, extend the left leg. Keep those shoulders down away from your ears. And drop it down, take a breath, push into your feet, push into your hands, and roll it all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as you peel yourself all the way off the floor. And then slowly roll it down. At the bottom, take your right foot and extend it away. So you're squeezing into that prop and drop it down. Feet are flat and then roll it all the way back up into that shoulder bridge. At the top here, shake out your head. Open your jaw. Release any tension. How's your diagonal? Take a breath and exhale slowly. Roll it down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, that left leg is going to go out nice and long. Squeeze into that prop. And drop it down. Feet are nice and firm on the floor, and then slowly roll it all the way up. Okay, shake it out. Open the jaw. Make sure these hands just aren't hanging out here. They're working. They're going to allow you to lift the glutes. Lift up through that spine. Nice. Take a breath. Exhale. Let's roll it all the way down. We're going to do that again. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, peel yourself all the way off the floor. Make sure your left foot is nice and grounded. Right leg's going to lift up. Now you notice when the leg comes up, I didn't drop the hips. So we really got to work here. Hamstrings, glutes, arms. And then drop that foot down. Okay, make sure you're in a good place. Right foot stays down. Exhale, extend that left leg. Take a breath. I know. Bring it in. Lift those hips a little higher and roll it down. Down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale all the way up. Right foot extends out. Keep the hips up. Drop the leg. Left leg extends out. And bring it down. And right leg. I know, not yet. And drop it down. And left leg. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Drop it down. Lift those hips just a little higher. And come down 4, 3, 2, and there you go. Pull those knees into your chest. Oh, let's get rid of the ball or your prop, whatever it is, and give yourself a rock. Let the breath go. Knees to the right, hands to the left. Is your twist getting a little deeper? Bodies are warming up. And then bring it center and over to the other side. Oh, that wringing out of the body. And then come back to center, extend your legs out, ankles, knees, and thighs, squeezing into the midline, fingers up to the sky, drop your shoulders, take a breath. Exhale, yeah, here comes that roll up, nice and slow. All the way over, round it down, really round it. One more time, inhale at the bottom, exhale nice and light. All the way over, and then just lift up to the sky. Nice, drop those hands. Okay, we're gonna come to the long edge of our mat and extend our legs out. So just like we did when our legs were together, we're trying to keep this tall spine. So even with my legs open, I don't want to let my shoulders roll front, my hips roll under, that pelvis roll in. So to lift my spine, if I need to bend my knees slightly, yes, that's what you're gonna do, especially if you're super tight in those hamstrings. So find that open space, and this doesn't have to be the straddle. We're finding a space where we can keep our hips down as we use these nice open arms. So drop those shoulders and twist to the right. That left hip should have stayed on the floor. And then come back to center, drop those shoulders, and then over to the other side. Yeah, do you feel that ringing out? Coming over, take it to the right side, take that left pinky and reach it toward your right pinky toe. So when I reach, I'm working really hard not to let that hip lift up. And then come up to the center and back to center. And then over to the left side and reach it forward. Keep this right hip down. Remember, you can always bend those knees. And then lift up. And then back to the front. And then twist, reach that left hand. And lift the spine and come back to center. And twist to the left and reach. And up and center. Rotate down. So we call this the saw in Pilates. Do you ever see, like, imagine you're cutting off that baby toe? That would hurt, right? So we're just imagining and twisting, but it's really good for our waist and for our hamstrings. We're gonna do 2 little pulses here. 1, 2, lift it up, bring it center, twist. 1, 2, up, open, twist. 1, 2, nice, lift. And 1, 2, not yet. Last set. Lift it up and center, twist. 1, 2, up, center. Drop those hands and give yourself a shake out. Shake everything out, right? We're gonna come onto our sides. We're gonna keep working on our waist and have that prop nearby. To start, we're gonna come down onto our sides. My toes are gonna be in line with my head. My bottom hand's gonna come all the way down. And I'm just gonna set my ear on my arm. So I should be able to move it, but I'm not gonna be lifting it. Head is like a pillow, everything's down. My top hand is gonna come down and push onto the mat like a big push-up. We're gonna take a breath here. Push your hand into the floor and lift those feet slightly off the mat. Take a breath. Now make sure your shoulder is relaxed down. Yeah, you're gonna start feeling this to the waist. Your core is working. This is your entire body. Press your hand into the floor and slowly drop your feet down. Nice, inhale. Exhale, push into the mat and lift those feet up. This time we're gonna add this little fluttering through our feet. So tiny. Our kickstand hand, our push-up arm, is holding us from rocking side to side. And that core is allowing our legs to move when everything else is quiet. Bring those legs together and then slowly bring them down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, lift them up and flutter. And bring those legs together. Don't put them down yet. Take your kickstand hand and bring it to your waist. Okay, we're gonna try to flutter here. It's gonna get much smaller, right? Because I don't wanna roll off my hip. If your hip's uncomfortable, you can always add a blanket, a towel. Bring those feet together. Take your fingers up to the sky. You know, little flutters. Oh, are they getting so small? Your entire body is working here. Legs together. Take that top hand all the way over your head. Last one, little baby flutter kicks here. Keep breathing, keep breathing. I know. Okay, keep the feet moving and take that hand back up to the sky. Keep the feet moving, bring your hand to the waist. Keep those feet moving. Oh, hand to the mat. Keep fluttering. This is the easiest part, right? We have support. Bring those feet together and lift them up. 1, and lift in line with the head. Bottom hand is all the way down. You just set your ear right on that arm. Top hand is going to push into the floor. Take your breath and exhale, lift those feet up. So this is working the obliques, the waist. Our hips and legs are working, and this hand that's pressing down is working too. Breathing. Let it go, I know. And then slowly drop those feet down. Take a breath. Exhale, push your hand down and lift those feet up. Okay, we're gonna add that little tiny flutter. So this is the easiest one because we have our support. Easy, right? None of this is easy. And then bring those legs together and slowly bring them down. Take a breath. Exhale, lift them up and right into that flutter. Nice, nice, nice. And then bring those legs together. Don't put them down. Take the kickstand and bring it to your waist. And it's little baby flutters. Okay, this is the whole body, the core, the obliques, the waist. Bring those feet together. Hand up to the sky. Start that flutter. So tiny. And then bring those legs together. Last one, take your hand all the way over your head, and there's the flutter. Breathing, stretching. I know. Okay, this time we're going to leave those feet going. Take your hand back up to the sky. Keep the feet fluttering, hand to the waist. Keep them going, hand back to the mat. And then bring those feet together. We have 2 lifts. Lift 1, lift 2, into the waist, and bring it down, down, down. Roll onto your stomachs. Stack your hands and set your forehead on top. Bend your knees, and just some easy little swinging side to side. Let the breath go, especially if you were holding your breath on some of that. I know it's challenging. And then extend those legs behind you. Bring your hands right by your shoulders. Press up and into something we call child's pose. We're going to bring our toes together and just let those hips fall back. You can let the head fall down. Just give yourself a nice big stretch here. And then walk your hands over to one side. So we've been working that waist. So we're going to stretch it out a little bit. Give it a little love, a little bit of attention. And then come back to center. And then over to the other side. And just open up that waist. And then back to the center, into that child's pose. Stretch it out. Take your big breath in. And then exhale, let it all go. It feels so good. But we're not done yet. Oh no. Okay, now we're going to go back onto our sides and find your prop this time. Look, the sunbeam has found us. Isn't that lovely? I like when the sun finds us. At night, the moon always finds me. I always look for that full moon. Maybe you notice it too. Very special. Okay, this time we're going to take our prop and either between the shins or maybe even the ankles, what feels most comfortable to you is where you need it. And we're going to bring those feet back in line with our heads, and we're going to drop that head back down. Top hand's going to press into the mat. Just like before, push the hand down and lift the feet up. We're going to keep these hands pressing down, and we're slowly going to bring the feet slightly to the front. And then come through center, and then keep pushing your hand, and those feet are going to come slightly back. So again, upper body, we're really trying to keep that still. Bring it through center and to the front. And then to center and to the back. You have a nice grip on your prop. I know sometimes they fall out. You just got to put it back. Come forward. And then come to center, and then all the way to the back. And then come through center, nice. And we're going to lift it up, lift it up. Okay, one more lift, right into the waist. And then slowly bring it down. Okay, we have one more side, bring it up. Find your prop, and let's find the other side. Legs straight. Find the place where you can control that prop. Everything's down, top hand, we get to use it the whole time here. Push it down and lift those feet up. Keep your hand pressing into the mat and slightly slightly bring those feet forward. So it's like you're doing a little V in the body. And then bring it back to center, and then slightly to the back. But your upper body is so still. And bring it back through center and to the front. So our waist is working here. Our quadriceps, all the way, our soleus, our calves, our feet, all the way to the back. And then bring it center, and then to the front. Are your feet still lifted? I know. And bring it center, and then all the way back. Come back to center, hold it there. We have 3 lifts. 1, a little higher. You got this all the way up. And slowly bring it down. Just drop your prop. Go ahead and get it out of the way. Back onto your stomachs. One more time, let's do those reverse windshield wipers here. Nice and easy. Let that breath go. Extend your legs and back into your child's pose. So knees can be as wide as you like. If hips are really tight, you can bring those legs together. Yeah, reach it out. Then we're going to bring ourselves up to all fours. So shoulders over the wrists, hips right over those knees. We're going to push our hands into the floor and round the spine. So we call this a cat stretch. And then slowly rolling through, take that open chest into your cow. And then just slightly roll it up and down. And if one pose feels a little better on your body today, hold it there. Take an extra breath. So Pilates is mostly done on our stomachs, our sides, or even on all fours. The actual Pilates pose is created by Joseph Pilates. There's only one standing pose. So it makes it really easy to do at home, and it's just so effective. Okay, find your flat spine. So I'm going to pull my belly up. If my chest is lifted or open, I have to lift this belly button. Find a nice tall spine. Right hand is going to push down, and my left fingers are going to open up. So think of all the twists we've done through the waist. My hips are staying quiet, they're staying center, and I'm rotating through the waist. And then drop your hand down. We're going to switch. Leave your left hand down and open those right fingers. And it doesn't have to be super deep. And then drop it down. And then open the left. And drop it down. And then open the right. And drop it down. Okay, we're going to stay in all fours here. Right hand stays down. Let's open that left fingers. Again, we've already done this. Now this left hand is going to thread under my right arm. I'm going to do a big push-up with that arm, and I'm going to reach it out. We do this a lot in yoga, but in Pilates we don't touch. And then unthread the arm, come all the way up. And then drop it down, take a breath. Left hand stays down, open your right fingers. Oh, that big twist to the waist. My right hand is going to thread under this left arm, big push up, and I'm reaching out. Notice I'm not touching the floor. But I'm really working this left arm, my tricep, my push up. And then open it up to the sky. And then drop it down. Back to all fours. Take your right leg and extend it as long as you can. Don't let everything collapse. Push into those hands and then lift that foot behind you. Hip height. Breathing, and then we're going to take our elbows into our waist. So I don't want to poke them out. Look how that wrecks my alignment. I want to keep them into my waist. I'm reaching forward with my chin. And that back leg is working really hard. And then lift those arms. Set your foot down and slide it in. Take a breath. Exhale, left leg all the way out to the edge of the mat. Lift that leg hip height if you can. But however high it is, it needs to be really extended. And then elbows into the body. And take a look at that front edge of your mat. Breathing, pushing, lift it up. Set the foot down and slide it in. Right hand stays down, open your left fingers. Exhale, big push up all the way down. Oh, I'm not going to touch here. I'm looking at my bicep. And then lift it all the way up. And drop your hand down. Create that box in your body. Right foot slides all the way to the back. Lift it up, hip height. And then we're going to drop those elbows. And then lift them up. And drop the elbows. And lift them up. And my back leg is staying super extended. And up. And down. Then we're going to take it down and hold it. Oh, there's our triceps. And 8 baby pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Hold it. I know. Lift those arms. Drop your foot down. And slide it in. Left hand's going to stay down. Open those right fingers. There's the big twist. Exhale. Thread it all the way through. Reach, reach, reach. Oh, let's do that one more time. All the way up to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. How low can you get here without touching? And then open it up. And then down to all fours. Press those hands down. Left leg is going to come out. Keep reaching it so it's hip height. And here come those little push-ups down and up and down. Right into the waist. Lower and lift and down. Let's do 2 more. Working those triceps. Working our whole body. That leg is so extended. Next one, hold it down. 8 little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. You gotta hold it. Oh, I know those arms are screaming. Lift it up. Drop your foot down. Slide it in. Oh, and let's just sit back for just a second. How was it? You feel those arms? Give a shake. We're going to stretch them out. Take one hand across the body. Opening those shoulders. Pilates is so key on alignment. Open it out. So we never do anything really sloppy. And in Pilates, we never do long reps either. We're not going to do 100 of any of these exercises. The whole goal with Joseph Pilates, when he created these exercises, take that elbow up, was you do 12, 8, but you do them perfectly. And then you move on to the next part. And he was really big on not getting like 6-pack abs, but just being overall very strong in the body. Breathing, open those arms out, give them a shake, and then bring that other elbow up. Stretch out to the waist. So I teach Pilates, I teach yoga, and I find these are just nice combinations in the body. Oh, and just stretch, whether you touch your in the back or not. Nice, let it all go. Okay, on to our backs. We're gonna give ourselves a big stretch. Body should feel pretty good now. Everything's open. So earlier we were playing with the leg and chair position. We're gonna do that again. So bring those legs together, lift those fingers up to the sky, take your breath. Exhale, chin into the chest to bring that right leg in again. And then lower it down. And then switch. So these should feel a little nicer in the body now. Bodies have warmed up. We're back to using our core here. Even though we use our core the whole class, right? Lift it up and down and lift it up. Okay, hold it there. Drop that belly button. Make sure those arms are reaching, but make sure that back hasn't released. Everything's nice and strong. This time as we lift up, instead of being in chair, we're going to keep that leg extended. So take a breath. Exhale, lift that leg up. You can have a bend, right? How tight are your hamstrings? And then lower it down. And then switch, other side. And lower it down. And if it's even too tight, you can bend the legs and drop them up and down. Always options, right? Listen to your body. Find the pose that works best. Okay, let's lift it. Let's do 4 of them. And lift it up. Right. And down. And left. And down. And right. And left. Give yourself a break. Pull those knees in. So earlier when I was talking about the Fab 5, you might have said we only did 4. Well, here comes our last one. Drop those shoulders down. Okay, we're going to extend that left leg nice and long. We're going to bring the chin into the chest. That bent leg is going to extend up. This distance can be anything you would like. Lift that chin and change your legs out. Out. stretch, stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Now I'm not yanking my legs. They can move even without my hands. I'm just guiding them so my hips stay grounded on the floor. And out, and out. Single straight leg and out, and out, and out. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those legs up, bend those knees, and bring yourself all the way down. Nice job. Okay, we got our Fab 5 in. And if you can't keep track of those 5 exercises, Google them because they're all over the internet and they're really nice set to do, like maybe first thing in the morning, maybe at night right before bed. It's just a nice way to get our core working and strong. Let's extend those legs out. Oh, let's take our hands up to the sky. And let's do a roll up just to transition here. All the way up. And all the way over. And lift it up. Yeah, stretch it out. Let's bring those feet together. Actually find whatever position you would like with those legs. Let's drop our head down. We're gonna keep those shoulders down, so we're not letting them come up. In Pilates, the #1 thing I hear from new students, lift it up and then over to their side, is that their neck gets really sore. And part of that, stay here stretching your neck, is we tend to have this habit of reaching with our head here. And this big old head is really heavy to get up. And that's why we really work to tuck it in, to look at that belly button. So yeah, go to the other side. Oh, let's just stretch it out. I want to make sure that none of us have sore necks tomorrow. And then bring it up, and then one more time on the other side. Is one side a little tighter? Usually is. And then lift it up. Let's just move those shoulders, maybe your head. Take your head up and down. Okay, come to the side of your mat. We're going to take one foot slightly over the bottom. Our alignment with our arms is going to be shoulder over wrist. Just like we were in our box, we're going to do the same thing here. Take your top hand to your waist. My top foot is slightly in front. I'm going to take my waist here, my oblique muscles, and I'm going to push them up. And when I push them up, I'm going to try to keep everything in a straight line. So I'm not letting my body go way up or around. I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible. Yeah, and then slowly drop it down. And then change sides. Top leg slightly over the bottom. Top hand on the waist. Bottom hand, we're going to find that alignment, shoulder over wrist, and then gently push it up. And if you need to adjust it, if you find you're in a position where this arm's reaching, yeah, go ahead and fix it. And then I want you to imagine like someone's tickling you. And you're trying to scoop up that bottom waist. Nice. And let's bring it down. 4, 3, 2. Change sides. Now this is just tiny. Don't make it too big. Bottom hand is down. Top hand on the waist. Here we go. Push it up. So we're finding that tickle here. This time take your top hand all the way up. We're going to leave our hips facing forward, and our top hand is going to gently look behind us. And then come back all the way up. And then find that twist. And then all the way up. And one more time. Rotate, don't let those hips move. Come up all the way up, push those hips a little higher. Hand to the waist, and come down. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, change size. So this is a modified mermaid, or you might know it as a side plank. Hand on the waist. Exhale, push yourself up. So, watching out for those wrists. Lift these top fingers. Keep those hips pointing forward, and then rotate just the waist. And then coming all the way up. And then find that rotation. And all the way up. We have one more here. Lift it up, push those hips a little higher. Hand to the waist and come down. 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time each side. If you would like to go into full plank, of course, full side plank. But this could be your pose too. And it changes, right? Some days you wanna just go, other days you wanna take it a little easier. So listen to your body. Top hand on your waist. find your pose. So if you're in that side plank, we're really gonna lift up, watch that alignment, lift those top fingers, and take that look behind you, and lift it up, don't roll the hips, look behind you, lift it up, let's do one more here. All the way up, lift, 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 hand to the waist, slowly bend those knees, 3, 2, 1, bring those feet to the center, right to the front. Breathe, nice and light. So this is a modified teaser. We're going into teasers next. Drop your feet down and let's finish this up. Mermaids or side planks, top hand on the waist, find your pose. Yeah, everything's lifted. Shoulder over the wrists, reach those top fingers. Then take that look behind you and lift it up and look back and lift it up. Oh, we have one more. Take that reach. I know. Lift up, lift, 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 lift. Hand to the waist. Slowly. 3, 2, not yet. 1. Nice job. Drop those hips down. Feet come up into that chair. There's your modified teaser. Drop those shoulders. Beautiful. Bring those feet down. Extend everything out. I always love ending with teaser. I feel like we've warmed up the body. We're ready to just take it all the way. Legs pull them together. Belly button, drop it into the floor. Fingers up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale. We're going to pick up that right leg into chair. So we've been here several times now. And lower it down. And then switch, left leg. Okay, that's our warm-up. Bring it down. On this next one, we're going to bring our whole body up into legs, into chair. There we are. And come all the way down. You can use your hands here. Inhale. Exhale into that chair. Oh, nice and light. And lower it down. And you can use hands any place. Let's do one more here. Nice strong chair. Reach it. And then coming down. 3, 2, give yourself a breath. Let that belly come down. We're still working. Core's tight. Take a breath. Single leg into chair. Lift up the right leg. And drop it down. And the left. And down. Let's do 2 more. Up. And down. And up. Okay. Now this time, if you would like, we're going to come into teaser with straight legs. So take your breath. Exhale, start pulling through that core and lift those legs all the way up. And then slowly bring them down. Inhale. Exhale all the way up. And lower it down. You can always use your hands here. Last one for now, all the way up. And bring it down, down. Oh my goodness, a lot of work. Bend those knees. Give yourself a stretch, whatever it is. It could be windshield wipers, knees into the chest. We're going to do all of that one last time. So we're going to do single, knees into the chest 4 times. Then we're going to do 2 chair teasers. Then we're going to do 4 knees into the chest, and then 2, whatever teaser you'd like, either chair or straight leg. And then we're going to warm up, or we're going to cool down, and then we're going to get out of here. So great job. Okay, you ready? We got this. Legs together. Drop your belly button down. Squeeze those legs. You have to be super tight. Bring those hands up to the sky. Drop the shoulders. Take a breath. Exhale, pick up the right knee and set it down. And the left knee. Okay, we have 2 more. Lift it up and down. Okay, we're going to float up into those chairs. Lift them up all the way into that chair. Lift it up and lower it down. Let's do that one more time, nice and light. And set it down. Knees into the chest, the right and down. The left. We're almost there. 2 more knees here. Okay, straight legs or bent knees. Here we go, all the way up. We only have 1 more. You have this. All the way up. And come down 4, 3, 2. Oh, give yourself a big stretch. You did it. Great job. Last time, pull those knees into your chest. I'm so proud of you. Great job. We're going to feel good for the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Bring your hands under your knees and let's roll all the way around. Roll in from hip to hip. and take your circle in the other direction. And for the last time in this class, extend those legs out. Bring them all the way into the center line, squeezing them tight, ankles, knees, and thighs. Drop your belly button down. Take your hands to the mat and drop your shoulders and look up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, let it go. You should feel amazing. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, bring your hands up to the sky. Tuck your chin and roll it up in 4, 3, 2, all the way over. Roll it down, down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll it up. You can always use your hands. We've done a lot of work on our core today. Roll it down. We have one last one. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale all the way up. All the way over. Lift your spine nice and tall. Drop one hand. Drop your other hand. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel amazing. For the next couple days, drink water and stretch, and I will see you soon. Nice job.